A touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 54. Here we go. Wait. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 3, check 6, pull it high. Got it. Base. 55. You can't block me.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing, Jones. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jones to throw from his end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 68 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this throw caught left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch that in. Got it. Hey, 4 down. Hey, exit. 55. Mike 55. How you getting ahead? Mike 55.
Here's Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
2-18, chop.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones off the play fake. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
20.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 67 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, it's Tate. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Check.
To throw again, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come on, set. 18,
Jones now throwing on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And some room to work. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That one goes for 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Freeman again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Here's Jones throwing on third and long. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll have another first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ooh, what a move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's complete to Meredith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. 2nd and 9 now. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Well, y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is again. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Going big, going big.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass bird.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. so sad about it.
Yeah. When I've been smashed. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.